So this dumb bunny bitch on CNN, Alison Kamawapa, is construing that the FBI had an informant in the Trump campaign. He was an informant, right? And that's what they do. They were trying to entrap Russians meddling in the Trump campaign. Does anybody believe that? Does anybody but this dumb bunny actually want us to believe that? How come they didn't have anybody investigating the Obama campaign? How come? How come there were no ancillary figures, peripheral figures being subpoenaed and pilloried and brought up before the dock in the Obama and the Hillary campaign? How come? How come? Because this woman just said the FBI has the right to plant informers anywhere in the middle of an election. Can you imagine that? This woman is audacious enough to make us believe that. Like all of a sudden, the Russian meddling was that acute. And these are the same people that laughed at Mitt Romney when he told us that the Russians were our greatest threat. They laughed at him. Okay? So here they are trying to tell us they weren't trying to sabotage the Trump campaign. No, they were just planting informers to spy on the Russians, not to spy on Trump. But again, whether it was Papadopoulos or whether it was Manafort or whether it was General Flynn, they started bringing these people up. But nobody was reproachable in the Clinton campaign. Nobody was doing anything illegal with Pizzagate and pedophilia and selling uranium to Russians and all the dead bodies buried all over this country from the Clintons and the billions of dollars sent to Iran in cash. And there was nothing to look at. I mean, this is so laughable on its face. Hey, you people in the FBI, seriously, let me give you some good advice because I still want to respect you. Here's what you need to do. Go out and get some Bozo the Clown suits. Really. Every guy in the FBI, every gal, go get a clown costume. And every day before you go to work, you should put on your clown costume and your big red shoes and your big red noses because you've been turned into clowns. I mean, you have been turned into the clown of clowns. And that's what I would do. If I worked for the FBI, I swear to God, I'd go to work every day in a clown suit, honoring Mueller and Comey and McCabe. And I'd say, you going to make me be a clown? I'm going to dress like a clown. If you want me to be delirious instead of serious, I'm going to dress like a clown. Every day, that's what I'm going to do. This is so out of control. With all the illegal things that Hillary has done before her campaign, during her campaign, after her campaign, all the illegal things Obama did go all the way back to Bill Ayers when they were blowing up judges' homes and killing policemen. All right? Like the FBI, you know those informer people? Well, go back and look this up, 10/20/81, when they killed Officer Waverly Brown in Nyack, New York, and Sergeant Edward O'Grady in Nyack, New York, on that day, and I was there, okay? Go look it up. The FBI knew that this was going down and told none of the local PD. None of the state police knew. Imagine that. So these poor cops get murdered by Weather Underground black killers. Bill Ayers' people. The same Bill Ayers that anointed Barack Obama. That's all the way back in 1981. Do you see the hypocrisy? So the FBI didn't do their informing and reporting then. They left all the local PDs in the dark. You want to scrutinize Waco? Ruby Ridge? How about that wonderful Fast and Furious episode? That was legal, right? I'll tell you what we need in this country. We need a citizen police force to police our police. And they should have no affiliation with the government. They should be a posse camaradas, an elite force trained by our military that keeps an eye on the CIA and the FBI, because that's what they deserve. They can no longer be trusted. They are now the enemy of the people. They are turning on the people. You see this in every government's history that collapses. Right at the end, it's all for themselves. This is such a effing disgrace, I can't tell you. And the fact that there is an open rebellion and actually rounds going off between these police agencies, a civil war. I'm talking about a hot war between members of the FBI eradicating the gangsters that are embarrassing their prestige and honor. We got problems, people. This is not good.